Hi, this is DIRTYPHONICS, and you're listening to Bass Island with Vivien.
Okay, so I'm here with DIRTYPHONICS tonight. Hello, guys, and welcome to Italy.
Hi. Thank you very much.
Hi, thank you.
So my first question is, what was the dubstep and the drum and bass scene like in France when you started making music, and what's it like now?
It was definitely different back then. Obviously, there was a drum and bass scene that we all emerged from, and dubstep was very confidential, super small back in the days. Now, you've seen worldwide where drum and bass, what it has begun. And yeah, so now it's getting bigger and bigger. There are more and more producers. You obviously have the Jungle Juice and Splash parties, which are super huge in France and in all different cities. So it's great to see that it's picking up everywhere.
So initially your influences were from abroad.
Yeah.
Originally, we are four people, so there's like lots of different influences coming from that, whether it can be rap, rock, classical, jazz, anything. We've all listened to different just genres all together, and then when we did that band, we were just conscious of the lots of different influence we have.
So I guess that's why your sound is so diverse and so original, because you all had different influences. So how'd you get the perfect mix in your concerts? I mean, you can combine the energy of a rock show with the perfection of a DJ set. So what's the right balance to get all these ingredients right?
It's very simple. It's what you have inside. As you said, there are four people in the studio, four people on stage, and we all have a lot of energy. As you said, there's the energy of a rock show, so that's basically, your sweat, your blood, everything you have. And then you talked about the perfection of a DJ set. I don't know if you can talk about perfection here, but at least, having a lot of electronic machines all together and being able to improvise on that. The right mix is, you can't really describe. It's like a cocktail. It's the right amount of juice, the right amount of liquor, and then you have it.
So you improvise a lot in your shows.
Yeah. Obviously, because we're a band, we know what songs we're going to be playing. And now, after all these years spent on the road all together, we know obviously the tracks and how the different persons are going to react in the band. So we like to play with each other, improvise, do little surprises even for us, and it's it makes it a lot more fun for the crowd and us at the same time.
And what happens in the studio? Do you work separately or all together? How do you like to produce?
Basically, since the beginning, we have all our special skills. So, when we are all in the studio, we work like pretty much on everything at the same time. So, Julian can start a track on the main computer. At the same time, you have Charlie take care of, emails, merchandising, or what's new tracks coming up from the other producer or stuff like that. And you have Thomas on graphism, and I can work on the live or another track, and we just switch. So Charlie go on the computer, and Julian just got an advice on something on the graphism, and I can switch to to do some emails and stuff. So it's like
an interchange.
Yeah.
You've released tracks on many labels such as Audio Porn, that was your first one, Warner, MTA, Virgin, Ram Records, Stirmac. Obviously, all labels have a different style, so according to what you were doing at the moment, there was one that was more appropriate for that tune. So what's gonna come next?
That's a good question. We never told ourselves to be like unique to one genre or one label. So basically, we're just right now in the process of making an album, and we'll be choosing that later when we'll be finished. So we still don't know on what level it's gonna go on, but we don't care. It's just all about the music, and then we can aim at labels. It's a different process.
So depending on what the album is gonna sound like, you're going to propose it to some labels.
Well, music, the music scene is quite a small world, and we're on the road. We meet a lot of people. We make a lot of friends, and obviously, you meet the people that do sort of like the same genre music that you're making. Now, you've said that depending on the genre music we've released before, we had a variety of different labels, and you can obviously imagine that today with the album that's coming and all those different genres that's going to be mixed on the album, a lot of people are wondering where it's going to go. We can't say anything at the moment, but you can trust that it's going to be a great release.
So as we said, your style has always been very innovative. So I wanted to ask you, is there a genre that you personally prefer producing and playing? And what other experiments would you like to do in the future?
Bossa Nova. Bass music in general. We like it when it's got the bass. Then it's all about being diverse because we are four people again, and I guess we just want to go differently from what can drum and bass can bring you at 175 or dubstep can bring you at 140. We like to tempo switch stuff, and we like to just break all of that.
Break the rules.
Yeah, kind of.
Across the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, on our drum and bass releases, we're doing like drops in dubstep, and in the dubstep remixes, for example, we go back to 175 too. So we like just to get a something different.
Thank you very much, guys.